My name is Dr. Tim Fowler, the Vice President of Research and Development at Rodan & Fields, and I am here with Dahlia Stoddard, our Director of Product Development. Today you will be hearing about sensitive skin and our incredible SOOTHE line, what the products do, and how they work. Sensitive skin is one of the most common skincare concerns we see, and you can be affected by it irrespective of your age, gender, or ethnicity. And since sensitive skin ages more quickly, SOOTHE not only protects and calms sensitive skin, but also helps prevent accelerated aging, which, as we know, everyone is looking to do. Now, about 70% of us think we have sensitive skin. And in fact, about 50% of us actually do have sensitive skin. It's particularly timely now as we head into the dry, harsh winter months, when the numbers of us experience dry, flaky, and irritable skin really begins to peak. Now, sensitive skin has a wide range of causes. While some people with red, irritable skin have an underlying condition such as rosacea, eczema, or psoriasis, a larger percentage of us have a genetic predisposition for sensitivity, making our skin more vulnerable to certain triggers such as stress, climate change, pollution, smoke, smog, sun exposure, friction, or even certain ingredients in skincare products. So even those of us who don't traditionally have sensitive skin may experience it under the right or wrong conditions, so to speak. No matter what the cause, you need to get it under control. The easiest way to protect sensitive skin is to deal with the triggers of inflammation, no matter what they are or where they come from. Here you can see a representation of a skin cell with a number of the triggers illustrated. You have cold or hot weather, bacteria, toxins, sun, chemicals that may be present even in things like laundry detergents, stress, and ingredients in skincare products such as sunscreens. No matter what the trigger, all of these end up with inflammation being caused. No matter what the trigger, they all go to a central point and lead to inflammation. And the way we like to think about this is with dominoes. If you think of those triggers being the first domino in this set of dominoes, when that trigger is activated, that first domino falls over. There's a cascade of events leading to the last domino falling over, which leads to inflammation. Today you will hear how to prevent sensitive skin from being triggered in the first place, so stopping that first domino from falling over, and if it does occur, tripping the inflammatory cascade, how do we stop those dominoes from falling over?
The key to reducing sensitivity and effectively managing sensitive skin on a day-to-day basis is a combination of avoiding sensitivity triggers and effective skincare treatment. This is exactly the multi-med therapy approach we take with our SOOTHE regimen for sensitive, irritated skin and facial redness. One way we can keep sensitive skin from occurring in the first place is by keeping out ingredients that, while perfectly fine for most people, can really trip up sensitive skin, and that's exactly what 3 of the 4 products in our SOOTHE regimen do. Step 1 of the regimen, Gentle Cream Wash, gently dissolves and sweeps away makeup and other impurities without the use of harsh surfactants, which can be too aggressive for sensitive skin and can compromise the skin's natural moisture barrier. Instead, this mild, creamy formula supports skin's resiliency with barrier-nurturing ceramides, leaving skin soft, hydrated, and comfortable. Step 3 of the regimen, Moisture Replenishing Cream, offers the moisture those with sensitive skin crave and fortifies the moisture barrier. This daily facial moisturizer utilizes a unique patent-pending technology called RF Cold Fission that eliminates the need for traditional emulsifying ingredients used to create elegant, creamy moisturizers, making it ideal for skin that may be sensitive to traditional emulsifiers. A full 98% of the formula is good for you moisturizers, humectants, skin conditioners, and protectants that replenish skin's natural moisturizing factors and provide long-lasting moisturization, giving sensitive skin the ingredients it needs to heal itself, but without the emulsifying ingredients it doesn't. Fatty acids provide beneficial omega-3, 6, and 9, while chamomile calms fragile, sensitive skin. Skin is left looking healthy and feeling comfortable, soothed, and hydrated. Step 4 of the regimen, SOOTHE Mineral Sunscreen, provides broad-spectrum SPF 30 sun protection without the use of chemical sunscreens, which, while highly effective, can trip the inflammatory cascade if your skin is prone to sensitivity. It contains only mineral sunscreens, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, that deflect the sun's rays, keeping the skin surface cooler and minimizing the appearance of facial flushing. Plus, by deflecting away the sun's rays, fewer free radicals reach the skin, which is another trigger that can trip up sensitive skin. It is free of fragrance, dyes, and alcohol, calms the skin with soothing licorice, and conditions skin with dimethicone, panthenol, and glycerin. This broad-spectrum SPF 30 also carries the Skin Cancer Foundation seal of recommendation for its effective prevention of sun-induced damage to the skin. So whether you have chronic sensitive skin or only experience it seasonally, we all know that there are times when, despite our best intentions, triggers do sneak through and trip the inflammatory cascade. Step 2 of the regimen, Soothe Sensitive Skin Treatment, interrupts this inflammation if and when your skin finds itself there. Here we take an established OTC approach and soup it up with modern technology. 2 OTC skin protectants, dimethicone and allantoin, repair the skin's natural moisture barrier, and RFP3, our patent-pending modern technology, works at the skin surface to neutralize triggers and interrupt the inflammatory cascade. This approach, combined with optical diffusers, results in diminished redness and reduced sensitivity and irritation.
So RFP3 is a proprietary technology comprised of 2 bioactive peptides coupled with a targeted protease inhibitor that works synergistically with the peptides and the skin's natural processes to improve skin resiliency to inflammatory triggers, brighten complexion, and prolong treatment benefits. Skin instantly feels calmed and hydrated, complexion looks even, luminous, and healthy. And the best part is that because your natural skin barrier is restored, skin is protected from future flare-ups. So how does this technology work? Well, the first of the 2 peptides actually binds to certain triggers, toxins and bacteria, for example, that stops the first domino from falling and stops that inflammation from being caused. The second peptide will actually shut down any of the pathways that have been triggered by any of the triggers. So no matter what that first trigger is, the pathway will be stopped and inflammation will be reduced. So if we look at it from the perspective of our dominoes again, here you can see the first domino falling is the trigger, the last domino falling is leading to inflammation. That first peptide stops certain dominoes from falling. It stops that first domino from falling if the trigger is bacteria or toxins. If we look at the second peptide, what that does, it interrupts the dominoes from falling over no matter what that first domino is and stops inflammation from happening. So what does this mean from an efficacy point of view? Well, of course, we did clinical studies, and here you can see some very interesting results. At 5 minutes, you can see a significant reduction in redness, peeling, dryness, stinging, and overall irritation. So what happens when you use this product? Well, here is someone that was using SOOTHE treatment, and after 5 minutes, you can see a significant reduction in the redness on her cheeks. It's a very good example of the redness that can be caused from an underlying skin condition. And look, after 24 hours, the SOOTHE treatment has significantly reduced the redness here, and this 5-year-old boy can now bend his arm without getting that redness and irritation. A very good example here of the redness we often see, particularly in the winter months, on this lady's cheeks. And what you can see is using SOOTHE treatment for 30 days significantly reduces the redness here. And this redness is the kind of condition where you don't really want to go out, particularly in certain weather. And also, before you go out, the tendency is to put a lot of foundation on. And of course, in all of these situations, putting more chemicals on top of this redness only makes the situation worse. And here is a great example of a blotch, the kind of thing you might see when you use a hotel towel that has been washed in a detergent that you don't normally use, that you have a reaction to. A great reduction in this very specific, localized redness that can be caused on your skin. And this, again, is after 4 weeks.
So follow our advice and use the SOOTHE regimen for the effective prevention and treatment of sensitive skin, and you may no longer be in the 70% club and can finally enjoy a complexion that is healthy, even-toned, and soft.